Come and mix with me.
What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? I'm Regular Juice Recipes. Welcome back to DIY Made Easy. These videos are geared towards mixers who are just starting out making an e-liquid. There was a list of 26 flavors down in the description of this video. Check it out. You can pick up those 26 flavors, or maybe you already have them. Maybe you only have 13 of them. That's okay. You'll be able to make some of the recipes in here. If you have all the flavors, you can make all of the recipes in here because I only use those flavors. One of the most frustrating things when I first started out making my own e-liquid is I read all these awesome articles and see these recipes online and watch these great videos on YouTube from these fantastic mixers, and every time I saw a recipe that I wanted to mix, I was missing half of it. Well, you don't have that problem here because if you have the 26 flavors in the description of this video, you can make all the recipes because those are the only flavors that I use. I have a lot of fun creating these recipes actually because it's very, very challenging. You know, you would think that it would get redundant or monotonous, but every time an idea comes to my head, I tinker with it, I play with it, I work around it. I have generalized flavors that do several different things. You know, the flavors that I pick, I try to pick flavors that you can do a few different things with, you know? There's a lot of really, really good flavors out here that you won't find in these videos. And the reason is because despite the fact that they might be very, very good, they are also very specialized and not flexible. Flexibility is something that's really, really important for this series. So, yeah, you know? Gotta have flexible flavors. Anyway, it's Friday. If you're watching this, you made it. Maybe you're still at work and you're watching it anyway. That's cool. Maybe it's not Friday when you're watching this. But if you're watching this, you made it. No matter what, no matter where you are, what you're doing, you made it. Fridays are something for me that is synonymous with drinking coffee because, first of all, I love coffee, but I also work really long days and I have to get up pretty early in the morning. So I don't ever drink coffee after work, except on Fridays. Friday is my favorite day of the week because I get to come home from work, drink coffee with impunity. So it's Friday. I got my kitty cup. Yeah, this cup right here. Kitty gave me this a couple years ago. We were ice skating. We took this picture. You see there? Creepy guy in the background. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? He's watching us. Yeah, she made this cup for me. It's us, ice skating, a couple years ago. Got my coffee in it. It's Friday. So yeah, Friday, synonymous with coffee. So I thought we'd make a coffee flavor. This recipe is called Double Down, and it is a tall glass of coffee, extra strong with notes of cream and chocolate, and it's absolutely delicious. So yeah, I mean, first off, we're going to start off with 1.5% of Wonder Flavors Brazilian coffee. Brazilian coffee is just a nice dark roast coffee. It's kind of nutty. It's fantastic. It's probably, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorite coffee flavors. It doesn't have any of those kind of woody notes. Oh, there's burnt notes, those nasty like ashy notes that you don't really want from coffee. You don't have to mess around with any of that with Wonder Flavors Brazilian coffee. If you want just a hint of coffee in your flavor, you can use it at 0.5%. If you want a lot of coffee flavor, you can go 1.5. I don't know if I would push it any higher than that. You might be risking it, but it's super flexible. A little bit of coffee, a lot of coffee. You can play around with it. 1.5%. That is going to be the coffee flavor in our mocha. So, yeah, I like to add 0.5% of Flavor Art Hazelnut to my coffee flavors. A couple things. Well, it makes it creamy. It gives it a lot of mouthfeel. It helps that nuttiness out. It really kind of brings that coffee through. It doesn't make it taste like hazelnuts. It makes it smooth. It rounds out the edges of the coffee. Flavor Art Hazelnut's perfect for coffees. Another thing, that I just discovered with this fantastic flavor that is not a coffee in any capacity, 2% of, did I say 0.5% of hazelnut? It's 0.5%. If I didn't say that, it's 0.5% of Flavor Art Hazelnut. Another thing that I never knew that I liked in coffee is 2% of FA Soho. Yeah, it's just a booster. So you can get a little bit more coffee flavor. You can make your coffee a little bit bolder without, pushing up your coffee flavor too high and making your vape taste disgusting? Soho. It's actually a tobacco flavor. It's got some like bakery notes in there. It's got a ton of mouthfeel. It's fantastic for coffee. It's a little coffee booster. It's going to be great. So the chocolate flavor in this recipe, we are going to get from 2% of Flavora Mocha. Flavora Mocha is exactly what it says it is. It's chocolate drink. It's chocolate powder. It's kind of like a dry chocolate, actually, but it tastes like Nesquik, It's kind of sweet. It's kind of milky. And by milky, I mean like powdery, like powdered milk. And it's chocolatey, milk, chocolate, powder, Nesquik. That's what Flavora Mocha reminds me of. It tastes like Nesquik powder. If you don't know what Nesquik is, it's powdered chocolate milk. You get a glass of milk, and you mix the chocolate milk powder into it, and it makes chocolate milk. It makes Nesquik. 2%. Flavora Mocha, it's going to be our chocolate flavor. And the last thing that we're going to put in here, the secret ingredients in Double Down, is 0.5% of Flavora Sweet Coconut. Flavora Sweet Coconut is another flavor that has just a ton of range. You can use it down low to add some oil, to add some cream. You can push it up a little bit higher to make a coconut flavor. It's very, very creamy, and similar to the hazelnut in here, that's what that's going to do in this recipe. It's going to make it creamy. It's going to give it that body, that texture, that mouthfeel. It's not going to make it taste like coconuts at 0.5%. It's just going to make it very, very creamy. One of my favorite parts about this recipe is that it doesn't really need a ton of time to steep. It's great off the shake. It's even better on the second day. And after about 3, maybe 4 days of steeping, it's perfect. Absolutely a delicious chocolate coffee flavor. It's even something that you could probably play around with if you want to add another flavor in there. Caramel, maybe. Vanilla, maybe. You want to go crazy, add something super weird to it? I don't know. What's weird? What's weird that people put in coffee? Blueberry? Sure. Put some blueberry in there. See what happens. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Spices. You want to put cinnamon in there, nutmeg in there. Flavor chai spice. It's not on the DIY Season 3 flavor stash, but Flavor chai spice is really, really good. Ginger, cardamom. I don't know. Mocha chai? Sure. Try it out. Part of the fun of making custom liquid profiles is that you can tweak it a little bit. A lot of people get wrapped up in this bubble. They get stuck in this bubble about this is what the recipe is, and this is the way that the recipe needs to be. You know what? If you like it, I say vape it. If you don't have all the flavors in the Season 3 flavor stash, but you have a coffee that you like, use that coffee. Don't go out of your way to buy the coffee that I recommend. Don't. If you have a flavor that you like and you know how to use that coffee, then use it. If you're a little bit more experienced. If you're not more experienced, though, if you've never done this before, you can buy these flavors. You can mix this recipe, and it'll be great. As far as sweetener goes, I really, really like Flavor West sweetener. It's my favorite sweetener. It's not even close. I love Flavor West sweetener, and I like it at 1%, and that's what I used in here. If you like Flavor Sweetness, if you like Capella Super Sweet, it's going to mute it. Don't use Capella Super Sweet. If you like Capella Super Sweet, put it in here. That you want to use it at 17%, sure, that's going to be disgusting, but if that's what you like, then do it. Mixing your own liquids is freedom. It's art. Make what you like. Don't let other people hold you back. Just enjoy it, Just have fun with it. It's a hobby. Of course, I put some of my friend Nick in here, If you didn't figure it out already, I am super duper caffeinated, and this chocolate coffee vape is exactly what the doctor ordered right now with my cup of coffee and my kitty ice skating cup. Yeah, good stuff. So I have a Patreon campaign, if you want to help support the channel, if you want to help support me, if you want to help me grow. I use the money from my patrons to buy new flavors every month. And over on my Patreon page, I mix custom flavors for my patrons. You can have unlimited recipe recommendations, as many as you want. Granted, there's a queue, so when you make a suggestion, you got to get in line, back of the line. But Yeah, I'll get to it. You know, I love making recipes, and I'll take a look at your flavor stash, what you got, and I'll try to make it work. You know, of course, I always make flavor suggestions. You know, if I think there's something that's better, or if I think there's something that's not going to work that maybe you need to pick up to really, 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 really make the profile really good. Yeah, but I will try my best. I also do one-on-one mixing sessions. Not very many people are interested in those, but I do them. You know, if you want to get together on a Zoom call about 30 minutes once a month, we can hang out. You know, talk a little bit, make a recipe out of the flavors that you have, and yeah. If you can't, though, that's okay. There's plenty of other ways that you could support the channel. I'm going to have merch real soon. I'm working on that. That's going to be super dope. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, you can just like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn notifications on so that I get to annoy you every time I drink too much coffee and record a YouTube video. Thanks for checking it out, you guys. I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.